intended receiver with number 28, Zach Gibson, for the Bobcats?
Well, the last 2 weeks have been quite the deal. It's been heartwarming for me, and that people have reached out, that people are thinking about what took place, and I very much appreciate it. I feel very blessed. I was blessed to have the people around me that knew what they were doing to keep me alive, and the emergency personnel did a great job. I can't say enough about the people and what they did for me and my family. I've been very blessed, and I'm fortunate and just happy to be here.
Mark St. Clair isn't your typical cardiac rehab patient, as his doctors have allowed him to literally follow his heart, coming back from a health scare.
Well, the doctors knew that I was going to try to get back, and they put me under no restrictions after a couple days. They said, do what you love to do.
And from this point forward, Bowling Green will need every bit of his Hall of Fame playing calling acumen to circumvent a brutish postseason draw.
We knew going in, as soon as the districts were released, it was going to be a tough district, and then it's going to be a very tough road for whoever comes out of our district. When you look at the rankings, and I'm not much on rankings, but about 6 of the top 7 teams are on our side of the bracket over here. So it's going to be a tough go, but that's the way it should be. I think 2A is as loaded as any classification in Missouri.
Starting Friday with a rejuvenated Monroe City squad.
They're very dangerous on the offensive side, and they're going to play hard. They're Monroe City, and anytime you play Monroe City, anytime anybody's ever talked about Monroe City, their kids are going to play hard and they're going to get after it.
But therein lies the unique twist moving forward, that a Bobcat squad renowned for averaging better than 60 points per game for the second season in a row now hangs its fate on the strength of its rebuilt run defense.
We've improved a tremendous amount throughout the year. We made some changes. We moved a linebacker to nose guard. We moved a D-end to D-tackle. We upgraded a kid to a strong safety that was playing corner. And we just moved some pieces around that has made us a lot faster, quite a bit more physical. And we seem to be really gelling with that particular group, but we also have some depth that we can rotate some kids in there. We're able to keep a lot of kids fresh and able to play at a high level.
Our defense is special because we're gap sound. We trust each other. We know our stunts. We do everything picture perfect.
Granted, all 11 players there have had a hand in crafting a defense that is surrendering just a dozen points per game. But the emergence of Bryson Brandenberger at linebacker might have been the biggest catalyzing agent here.
He's always played hard for us, but this year everything's clicked for him. He's suddenly become the leader on the defensive side. He's the verbal leader, he's the physical leader, and you tandem him with Blaine Bryant. We have 2 linebackers that like to play, they like to hit, and the best part of them is they become more of a duo leadership type thing, that they're more verbal. They're not just worrying about what they're doing. They're leading the defense and guiding people.
Everyone trusts everybody. I trust my D linemen, trust my D backs, everything like that. I mean, it's just trust.
Well, I'm just doing my job so they can do their job, and it just works out perfectly.
Everyone on our defense does their job, including our D backs, our D line, our D ends, everything. They all do their job, so then people like me can be free and go make a play.
There has also now emerged a new window for Bowling Green to silence the many critics out there of its strength of schedule.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what we want a challenge, because so far this season we haven't had much to test to our abilities, but it's time to prove ourselves.
This is where we prove right here. Monroe City, this is where we're going to prove ourselves.